Chapter 2. Previously, after exposing Marcus Vane's sabotage and launching a viral open-source kernel, Elias has officially severed ties with his former company, now facing imminent legal threats and a mysterious meeting request from investor Elena Vance. He must navigate the dangerous transition from employee to independent rival. Now, Chapter 2 begins. The air in the Nexus co-working hub tasted of recycled ouzo and stale espresso, a sensory cocktail that usually signaled productivity to Elias' time to calming the lean, stripped-down kernel they had been building since his termination 12 hours ago. It was beautiful, efficient, and entirely illegal according to the cease and desist order he had deleted without reading. "They're coming," Maya whispered, eyes darting toward the glass entrance. She didn't stop typing, but her posture stiffened. The product manager in her was already calculating damage control. 2 badges, corporate security, not local police. Elias kept his eyes on the compiler. "Let them come, we're almost done with the handshake protocol." "They aren't here for a chat, Elias. They're here to seize hardware." As if on cue, the ambient hum of the co-working space shifted. The low murmur of freelance developers died down, replaced by the heavy, synchronized tread of boots on polished concrete. 2 men in dark tactical gear flanked the aisle, movements precise and devoid of humanity. The Vane Dynamics insignia on their shoulders stood in stark contrast to the casual hoodies of the Nexus crowd. Between them, a holographic projection flickered to life, just above the floor. Julian Vane, senior engineer and Elias's former rival, rendered in high-definition blue light. He looked immaculate, seated in a leather executive chair in a sunlit office, while Elias sat on a plastic stool under fluorescent glare. Elias sat on a plastic stool under fluorescent glare. Elias sat on a plastic stool under fluorescent glare. Elias, Julian's voice boomed, amplified by the contractor's shoulder speakers. "Still coding in the wild. Tell me, does the homeless coder aesthetic come with a she? It was a weapon. She hit seatin. Jul Handa was Chobre. She is Samo. Hal Elias, or do you need a woman to fight your battles now? She is Sendo's Neri. Julian Tread. Jul Handos. The Elias said Kane's his sada the wiles. Elias set Jornaus to Naya. Kalias set. How Frenlo. Jul White. She is said did's not. Spike was instantaneous and overwhelming. The lead contractor's badge scanner flashed red, then yellow, then died. "What the? Ho? The verifier is down." "Mine too," the second man grunted, shaking his device. "Can't get a handshake. Can't verify the injunction." Julian's hologram stuttered violently. The high-definition image fractured into pixelated blocks, his mouth freezing mid-sneer, before the projection dissolved into static. The audio cut out with a screech of feedback. Elias stood, brushing imaginary dust from his jeans. "Well," he said, addressing the confused contractors, "it seems you have a problem. Your injunction requires real-time digital verification of asset tags to be legally enforceable. Without a connection to the court registry, you have no authority to touch a single byte of this hardware. In fact, if you detain us or seize property during a system outage without verified cause, you're opening yourselves up to massive lawsuits for false imprisonment and conversion." Sarah, the hub manager, rushed over from the front desk. "What's going on? Why is the network spiking?" "These men are attempting to seize member property without valid verification," Elias stated loudly, ensuring the surrounding crowd heard. "Their scanners are offline. According to the Nexus membership agreement, Section 4, Paragraph 2, security cannot act on unverified claims during a service interruption. If they proceed, the hub is liable." Sarah's eyes widened. She turned to the contractors, her demeanor shifting from concern to fierce protection of her business. "You heard him. No verification, no seizure. Get out of my hub until the network stabilizes, or I'm calling the actual police and filing a forma. We need to move faster. We need a structure." It was a sanctuary of dark wood, velvet drapes, and hushed conversations. The air smelled of expensive whiskey and old money. Elias and Maya messing. "You ain't name. Hey name. Name. Hey name. New depted theft of proprietary technology, thwarted by superior architecture and a keen understanding of local liability laws. Elena raised an eyebrow, a flicker of interest, breaking her stoic mask. Cute, but luck runs out, Ms. Lin. I didn't call you here to hear how you dodged a bully. I called you here to see if you have a moat. Anyone can write code. Can you build a business that survives when the wolves come in packs? Elias stepped forward and placed the encrypted drive on the mahogany table. He didn't slide it toward her. He kept his hand resting on it. This drive contains the Aether Core kernel. It's faster, lighter, and more secure than anything Vane Dynamics has produced in 5 years. But it also contains something else. Oh? Elena leaned forward slightly. Proof that Julian Vane is misappropriating corporate resources to attack former employees, Elias said. He's using Vane Dynamics' private server cluster to project holograms and coordinate seizures. It's embezzlement. It's a liability waiting to explode. Elena's eyes narrowed. She wasn't looking at the drive with moral outrage. She was looking at it with the cold calculation of a predator spotting weakness in prey. Leverage, she murmured. You're offering me ammunition to destabilize a competitor. We're offering you an investment opportunity with built-in risk mitigation, Maya corrected. The current legacy systems are failing users because they're bloated with bureaucracy and fear. Aether Core solves that, and the evidence ensures our primary antagonist is too busy fighting internal investigations to crush us immediately. Elena studied them for a long moment. Why are you here, Maya? You were a top product manager at Helix Systems. You had a golden path. Why join a technical suicide mission with a disgraced engineer? Maya didn't hesitate. Because the market is broken. Users are tired of software that spies on them, slows down their hardware, and locks them into ecosystems they hate. Helix knew it, but they were too afraid to change. Elias isn't afraid. He builds what the world actually needs, not what a board tells him to sell. I'm here because I want to ship a product, but it was debt. She gave a nearly imperceptible nod. Elias looked back at Elena. The chip was obvious. It was designed to break them, but it was also the only stage large enough to prove exactly what they were capable of. Silas Vane falls, and she rises. We're not just building a kernel anymore. Maya